Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to this best of 3. It's going to be a 1 versus 1 from the MLG, and the players who are going to be duking it out in the second game is going to be FXOqxc, the purple Terran spawning in the bottom center side, and his opponent is going to be LiquidRet, who lost the first game to QXC, so QXC is currently at 1-0. Red will have to win 2 straight games here if he's going to win this best of 3. The map for this game is going to be Metalopolis, and I'm really excited about this because these players are just so great. And QXC, I just noticed that he has switched teams. So before he was on Root, you probably heard Root QXC before, but now he's on Team FXO. And FXO is such a great team. Features players as Moonglade and Sheth and Moonan and a bunch more, so he did a nice switch, but Root also is a great team, so I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's maybe get free popcorn when you're playing, if you're playing for FXO, I don't know, but you can see that Red scouted his opponent and then is going to be scooting away with his Overlord so that FXO don't know where he is. I don't think that FXO has sent out a scout yet. No, he has not. So Red knows where his opponent is, but QXC don't know where his opponent is just yet, but is going to send out a scout to the cross positions immediately. So that is ballsy, scouting the cross positions, the first thing, and this will allow Red to set up his expansion just as he wanted. The map is going to be Metalopolis, and immediately following up with a spawning pool for it. But yeah, FXO, QXC cancelled that rally point and scouted the correct way immediately, because I think he saw those overlords, so he knows where his opponent is. Going to scouting it, see that the spawning pool is halfway down for it. Take a look at the production tab, we can see that his hatchery is over halfway done, and he also has an overlord that is halfway done, so. But yeah, with QXC's orbital command is going up at 16 supply, which is super standard for a Terran player. And also getting that reactor on his barracks, so probably going to look to be aggressive here with a bunch of Marines in the early game. And did our Zerg player scout this? I'm not so sure about that. No, he did not scout that add-on, so he don't know what's heading his way. But QXC could actually do a factory switch with this a reactor switch with this factory, so that could be crucial, sending out a bunch of fellas. We can see if that is going to happen. Yes, that is exactly what is going to happen. So QXC set up a bunker here, I believe, because of how those drones were standing. And he forced 6 drones not mining for a bit there, but he's not going to do some crazy bunker play because he's going to be spawning 2 Hellions at a time. And it's even adding in a starport here to maybe go some Banshee switch, because he is going for a tech lab on his barracks, so possibly going to do a tech lab switch with the starport for those Banshees. I don't know, this is just a crazy game from QXC. But not a crazy game, but it's interesting that it's doing this, and this is exactly what it's going to do. Yet again switching, and not a single Marine being produced this far. We can see that a Banshee is on the way, but LiquidRet he predicted this coming, and he has a bunch of roaches on the field, so these Hellions are really worthless against those roaches, but these roaches are now across the field, so we have 4 Hellions going to roll in here and surpass both Queens and the roaches, going to shoot away at all these drones and prevent them from mining. So this is huge for QXC, killing off so many drones, and all the sources here in the middle just don't know what to do. And now you can see that the first Banshee is going to be spawning for QXC, and what is he going to be doing with it? He's probably going to kill off those roaches, and remember, roaches can't shoot air, so they will have to book it out of there, but I think all of these roaches will go down. So a nice Banshee from QXC. And all those Hellions hasn't gone down yet, so really paying for themselves. This Hellions is up to 3 kills, but I think that all those Hellions have like 4 or 5 kills each, so Take a look at the unit stat. We can see he's down 1 drone and he has been on 2 base this entire game, so we'll have to drone up really hard. So he's now upgrading his expansion into a layer. Yawny, I'm tired. Yeah, we can see this Banshee from QXC is going to swoop in here and harass at the drones, and both his queens are off creep and off position, but now this Banshee is up to 6 kills, which makes it a corporal. And that is great. Banshee paying for itself all the way. But now you can see that QXC is looking to set up his own expansion. And he has so many SVs here, so he's probably going to make a huge transfer as soon as this command center lands. And also putting up 3 more barracks. And a reactor on his first barracks, so going to produce a shit ton of bio units here. And how much is a shit ton, you ask? It's just above a bunch load, I'd say. Yeah, but he's upgrading his expansion to normal command and being as aggressive as he can with all these Hellions. And see that Red is just producing roaches for now, and that is exactly what he has to do. Just continue to keep producing roaches, because roaches are great against those Hellions and the Marines. But what is great counter to roaches is the Banshee, because the Banshee is air unit and roaches can attack air. Now we have 2 Banshees here, so Red will have to bring up his other queens up this ramp, but now we can see that 4 Hellions and 2 Banshees are going to swoop in here and take out a bunch of Red's units, but QXC will have to bring it out of there because Queen is just so good against the Banshees and the Hellions. But the Hellions did manage to get out some kills at those Zerglings, I think. But this gave QXC time to establish his own expansion and get out a bunch of Marauders and Marines, which are good against the Zergling Roach combo. We'll take a look at the unit map. We can see a bunch of units are just streaming all the way across the map for our Zerg player Red. But this gives QXC a window of opportunity to harass at his drone line. We can see that these 2 Hellions have a bunch of kills, but Red has already transferred a lot of drones up to his main. I think we'll have to transfer back, but we can see that huge engagement going down here at QXC's expansion. We'll have to lift this command center off, I believe, but no, he's probably not just going to be transferring, because these 2 Banshees are going to easily pick up all those roaches. So these roaches will have to do as much damage as possible or just try to run away, but Banshees are faster than roaches, I believe. Take a look at movement speed. 3 for roaches with that upgrade and only 2.75 for the Banshees. So roaches will outrun a Banshee when they have upgraded speed. That is a thing to keep in mind, I think. And also to be going to killing off those SV, making the refineries just to be annoying with those Banshees. No, with those roaches. And during all this, he's grabbing an expansion, somewhat late expansion, but still he's got his 3rd on the way. Just now saturating up both his bases, going to go for a double Evo chamber and also a Baneling nest. It's being produced somewhere. Oh, I had it selected. It was just one Evo chamber. So yeah, we have the melee attacks on the way for the Zerglings, and I believe it's going to produce a lot of roaches here and put up some pressure to enable for his spire to finish. And where is his spire being produced? There it is. We have some more Banshees swooping in here for FXOqxc, and also a Marine coming up in the front and not taking off those spawning creep tumors. I really think he should have done that. Now you can see that Red's creep spreading is going to be massive, and he has a bunch of Zerglings coming in the front, but FXOqxc has a nice bunker and also looking to secure his 3rd. So FXOqxc is just staying on top of his expanding both games and just expanding as much as his opponent. And this is basically what will what won him the first game, and maybe will win him this game. I don't know. Look at this. He has 6 barracks, all of them producing marines and marauders constantly, and also a factory and a starport. So this is what you will be allowed to do. Just have a bunch of production facilities with all this muling going on as a Terran, and also securing his third, which will be spotted by Red immediately, but 1 or 2 marines up here with stim can take out this Zergling, no problem. But we have a huge engagement through the center, and Red is preparing just nicely for this, going to morph in 16 banelings. Remember, just 2 or 3 well-placed banelings can blow up this entire army, so 16 may be overkill, but he wants to deal with his Terran opponent and his rallying troops, but he's right now QXC isn't doing anything with his troops, maybe he's scared of something. Now we can see that all those banelings and roaches is going to scare his army away, and is going to escape this way, possibly going to attack at this locations later on. Yawning again. Yawning. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, guys, but FXOqxc has got his expansion up and running. He's upgraded into Planetary Fortress, and I don't think we have any mutas on the field, or as for now, no, he has not. So this will just protect him nicely against any engagement. But talking about engagement, we have a huge engagement through QXC's expansion here, and a bunch of roaches just streaming into his main, and a bunch of banelings blowing up in QXC's mineral line. But if QXC can just get his banshees over here, this will just be fine. But all these roaches will go down eventually because he has so much units spawning in. Look at this. He has his main infantry going up here and taking out the Red's expansion, going now to swoop in from the back and take out everything that Red has, because Red's all units is here, and QXC has 2 batches to deal with all those roaches. So these banelings are just not going to do anything, because Marauders is just so good at soaking up damage. And now desperation move from Red, going to pull off all these roaches, and I think that will be game. QXC playing this off so great and winning 2-0, because Red is going to GG out of this game. So nice game there from QXC. Managed to win this best of 3 2-0 in this MLG tournament. So nice game. This so yeah, this game has ended, and I will be signing out.